With progress reports, you can review how the user has been communicating with Linggo over time.
I want go bathroom.
Data collected from sessions with communication partners on Linggo CP are graphed in progress reports.
Your turn. Your turn. I have cat. I have a cat. Look at me. Look at me. I like play soccer. I like play soccer. 2. I like to play soccer. My turn. My turn. Come here. Come here. I like that. I like that. I want drink juice. I want drink juice. I like eat pizza. I like eat pepperoni pizza.
Once the communication partner has completed a session with a user or users, the data collected will appear in progress reports. The user can access their progress reports by going to the dashboard and selecting Progress Reports. Communication partners can review the progress reports of individual users by going to My Users and selecting the user they wish to review. The Profile tab includes general information about the user as well as a list of their connected communication partners. The Overview tab includes an overview of the words and phrases communicated by the user with Linggo. Words are organized by word type, or you can search for individual words. The word types are grouped towards the top of the screen. By tapping on a word type, you can view all its words as well as the total number of words used with that word type. By tapping on a specific word, you can also view the word's usage history and additional details about its use, including how the word was used out of session or in sessions with communication partners. You can view the word overview, which includes the picture visibility, relevant if transition to text is enabled, and time delay, relevant if transition to speak has been enabled and set to individual words. You can also view the word's history on the right side of the screen, which includes time-stamped messages in which the word was used and whether it was used in a session with a communication partner or out of session. At the top of the screen, you can view the total usage of the word, the total usage of the word out of session, total messages containing the word marked as prompted in session, and the total messages containing the word marked as independent in session. The Progress tab includes a collection of graphs that reflect the user's progress over time. Data collected from sessions with communication partners are graphed to reflect progress across a level of independence over time, frequency of independent and prompted communication, cumulative growth of sight words developed, and frequency of vocal speech. Out-of-session frequency is also included in the graphs to provide an understanding of how a user might be using Linggo to communicate in everyday scenarios, independently, without the assistance or support from a communication partner. You can sort data points within a particular date range or by 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year. If there were any notes taken within the date range selected, they will appear here as well. The independence over time graph displays the frequency of messages marked as independent while in session. The frequency per day graph displays the frequency of each type of level of assistance as marked during trials with communication partners. You can view individual prompt types, independent, and aided modeling data points, as well as view the frequency of all prompted trials collectively. A cumulative frequency of all trials marked as full physical, partial physical, model prompt, gestural cue, full verbal, partial verbal, time delay, and oral motor. Trials marked as aided modeling or independent are not included in all prompted. The out-of-session graph displays the frequency at which messages were made and spoken in the communicator screens when the user is not in active sessions with communication partners. Once a word's picture is completely faded with transition to text enabled, the word is considered mastered. Mastered sight words will cumulatively be graphed in progress reports in the mastered sight words graph. You can tap on the most recent dates data point to see the total amount of mastered sight words. If you feel that the user has not mastered the word, simply go to the library and find the word and restore its picture. Session trials that included data on tracked speech will be graphed in frequency of vocal speech. You can review trial data in the right menu to see details for tracked speech. The History tab includes a full list of the user's messages or sentence history. This includes messages created out of sessions and messages created in sessions with communication partners, including their marked data for trials. You can view messages within a particular date range as well as filter the messages based on their marked data or if they were created out of session. If you are viewing the user's history from the communication partner's account, you will be able to view the user's out-of-session messages only if the user has enabled out-of-session sharing in their settings. You can export progress reports to the communication partner's email or the user's email, depending on if you are on the user account or the communication partner's account at the time the export button is selected. The export button is at the top right corner of the screen. You must export based on a date range. You may also choose to export progress reports based on sessions with all communication partners or from a specific communication partner. Progress reports will be sent to whatever email address is associated with the account.